Alright, we're ready to make the adjustment for what we want on the Jandy valve. The instructions in the manual give you a procedure, but it's a little complex. And what I've found through experience is that as you're making these adjustments, there's a lot of drift because when this cover goes on, it holds the actuator in a certain position and it'll vary quite a bit. So here's the method that I use. You set it between anywhere in between the 2 points that you want it ultimately to be. So we're wanting to switch from here to, let me push that down so I can, okay, do it manually. We want it to go from this position to this position. So I'm going to pick anywhere in between there. It doesn't, this part isn't too critical. On the cams, both cams are very similar, and there's a point here where one side has a, like that, the other side is just a null, it doesn't do anything. So you want, these are the two actuating positions of the cams. There's one on each cam. So the one on the bottom, you want that position to be right here in the middle between the two switches. And you want the same thing on the top when you want it to be in the middle between the two switches. You can go ahead and cheat a little bit to pull them kind of out. And then just sort of put it on a little bit snug, not tight anyway, because you want to scoot on these things at this point. We're just going to snug it a little bit. And then you, of course, need this on to give you a location so you can just kind of see what you're doing. Find that position where it reactivates again, which is right there, and then start your adjustment procedure. So as it's going to your closed position, when it gets to where you want it to be, you can stop it, and then go ahead and rotate this top switch to where it would turn off. Should be able to move by hand, and you can hear it click when you get right there. Alright, now go back in the other direction. Now when it gets to where it needs to be, same thing, we'll cut it off. And then we'll move the bottom switch, hold the top one so it doesn't scoot on you, and move the bottom one until the switch activates. A little tight. I think I got it. Okay, you'll know if when you turn the switch on it doesn't do anything, you've activated the switch. Now we're going to go back the other direction. Here we're just making adjustments for slippage and kind of fine-tuning it. So it should stop right where we want it. Okay, no adjustments necessary. We'll go back the other direction. Okay, it stops early, so now I'm just going to turn, in this case, this cam switch, I'm going to turn it counterclockwise. Just a little bit more. I get it just right. Okay. I'll go back the other direction to test it again. What I'm testing for here is to make sure that I didn't move the top cam while I was scooting that bottom cam. Looks like I did, so again I'm going to just move this one back counterclockwise. I can feel that I scooted both of them, so I'm going to have to test one more time going back the other direction. I guess what I forgot to do is hold the cam that I'm not adjusting so that it doesn't scoot. Okay, we're close. I'm going to hold the top cam and move the bottom one counterclockwise just a little bit. Okay. And you can see each time it gets closer and closer. There's smaller adjustments to be made. Okay, I think we're there. So now your final adjustments when you want to do it is you want to make sure that it still works the same with the cover on, because that cover will hold this in a little bit different position. You can see even as I move that around it starts running the motor. So we'll put the cover back on, see how we do with the cover on. If we're still good, then we just tighten everything up, put it all back together.